So the Academy is conducting a review over one of the Best Actress nominees. Andrea Riseborough is a relatively unknown actress who starred in the movie To Leslie. She's up for an Oscar next to stars like Cate Blanchett and Michelle Yeoh, but some people thought that the British actress literally came out of nowhere, or did she? There are reports that the director's wife, actress Mary McCormick, got her A-list friends to help promote the movie and her performance for Oscar contention. One of her pals, Gwyneth Paltrow, hosted a screening of the film with Demi Moore and sung the movie's praises on Instagram. Now, Charlize Theron also hosted a private screening. So did Jennifer Aniston and actor Edward Norton. Now, on Friday, the Academy said it was reviewing campaign procedures to see if the movie's producers broke the rules. But actress Christina Ricci wasn't happy with the Academy's investigation, saying it felt quote-unquote elitist to go after a small film without a budget for a big Oscar campaign. So I just want to get the rules out of the way. According to the Academy, you cannot contact Academy members directly in a manner in hopes of getting this one person on the list. And also, just to people that are watching, as far as campaigns go, like a Cate Blanchett, she'll have her PR team, her manager, the network or the studio put up billboards inside magazines. And
for your consideration. For your consideration.
So, Erica, do you find a problem with this?
I actually think the strategy is quite brilliant. Independent of what the outcome was. I mean, the idea of going to independent people, and granted they are very influential people, and saying, hey, can you do a screening in your home? Like, I always think about it in terms of, like, out of every book that I've ever read, the ones that I always think about as the best book ever were the ones I did a book club with, because there was like a community behind it. There was someone else or multiple people that really amplified the messaging or the positioning of that particular piece of literature. I see that being organic that same way for this film, but I think that this is where representation mattering comes in, because if everyone was able to do that and it would basically manifest in the same outcome, then we'd be talking an even playing field. But we are missing the Viola Davises, and we are missing the representation in that category. So because of that, I would say that it's maybe questionable, but it's highly effective, clearly.
You mentioned Viola Davis, or an actress of color who nobody knows and did an extraordinary performance but doesn't have those same resources. Do you think that there's an issue here?
Yeah, I don't like it. This movie made $27,000. Nobody saw it, but everyone is like, it's amazing. You said in the meeting, it's amazing.
I never said it's amazing. I said I got to see some scenes of hers. She gave an incredible performance.
You don't know that because you didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I saw scenes of her performing.
So you didn't watch the movie?
So you didn't watch it? What I'm saying is all...
No, honestly, because you always protect yourself up here, don't say I didn't watch something when I do say on air that I watched something. Because
okay, I don't think it's that big a deal. I'm making a joke here, okay? I think you took it the wrong way. What I'm trying to say is, or I'll get off the subject. I was making a joke saying nobody saw it in the word of mouth by famous celebrities. I had a whole joke lined up here, so it went the wrong way. I apologize.
Well, I'll just say this. I don't, first of all, the art of war, they always say position yourself to be the little guy. And you make sure that you are looked at as put upon. For this to be called elitist, for a film, for somebody to use their celebrity friends to get clout for their movie, first of all, I understand, do what you have to do to get eyeballs on this, but either we have rules for the way that we're going to judge things, or we do not. Getting your friends to tweet about a movie that literally so few people have seen that it made less than $30,000, it cannot be in the same ballpark as these big A-list blockbuster movies. So I think just in the issue of fairness, we would want just some rules so that we go, hey, just because you're married to the director of the Academy doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to win. So I think that's what we're looking for in a situation like this. Just be upfront about why nobody saw this movie. It's a small release, but we saw small releases like Parasite do very well. When things do move through word of mouth,
boys don't cry with Hillary Swank.
Exactly. When things are good, people find out about them. So, the fact that we don't find out about it from Demi Moore tweeting about it. You find out about it from Jeff telling you, as you're walking to your car. That's how you find out about things. And if this movie had enough traction, we would know about it.
Well, that's what my point was, though.
Yeah.
I did know about it before this controversy. A lot of people in the industry have been passing around scenes from this movie because this young unknown actress supposedly gave an incredible performance. So I want to talk about the other side here, because what if this actress is completely being skirted because she is aligned with influential people? If this is somebody that's going to be nominated like Hilary Swank did before Hilary Swank became known as Academy Award-winning Hilary Swank in Boys Don't Cry, this young actress maybe really did give a really good performance. I, for one, thought she did, but now nobody cares, and even if she does get nominated and wins, people are going to say it's because of her friends, and I think that is a disservice. I don't know if that's the truth or not. But
I think what you're saying, I think both can be true, Sam. I think it's like, because if I knew Demi Moore, I'd be like, tweet about DBL.
Right.
Would I be? I mean, is that unfair than going around the regular just blast out emails? Yeah, I don't care about being fair. Watch our show, it's great. So I get both sides of it. She's an unknown actress trying to get her platform up there. Good for her, but I'm just saying, if we allow that, then what else are we going to allow? Just have some rules and we're good.
Yeah, I feel like we deal with this in some way, shape, or form every year. Okay, so Oprah turned 69 on Sunday, and some of her famous friends wished her well on social media. Gayle King posted this photo of the two writing happy everything to the girl who lives her best life and does what she can to help everybody else do the same. Now, Kerry Washington posted this selfie and called Oprah a birthday goddess. Lupita Nyong'o also shared a sweet shot with Miss Oprah, and Kim Kardashian also celebrated Oprah on social media. During an event, Oprah was surprised with a birthday cake and did her best to blow out all the candles.
Yes, it's good to see somebody celebrating their birthday. Do
you feel like a lot of people don't?
I feel like, sadly, you know, I was talking to a friend about this. Their partner turned 60 and they didn't want to discuss, because on social media there can be biases about that with work. So I mean, and that's sad that that's the society that we're in, that we're trying to get older people out of the workforce. So not everybody can celebrate and get their flowers when they deserve it. I'm glad to see Oprah not only change the way that we view TV, but also she semi-retired.
Don't say Oprah retired. Why are you putting retirement on Oprah? Oprah how do you retire from being Oprah, Al?
No, from the Oprah show. From the Oprah show, having a show every day.
That was like 1,000,000 years ago. Since then, she's had like retired. A whole network. She I don't know.
She's not doing the programming
books,
for the network
magazines,
and the booth.
like every type of media. Oprah didn't retire because the Oprah Winfrey Show ended, what, like 20 years ago.
So would you say she's more working and retired than she was in 1984?
I think Oprah is just out here being Oprah, which is defining what that means in her life to her. I don't think that there's any sense of like retirement. My mother is 70 years old. If that woman doesn't sit her butt down for 2 seconds, like, she's retired. She's not retired. Oprah can't stop being Oprah. She's going to continue to work.
Pretty relaxed in those pictures.
But do you think that she's changing the narrative with age? Because you don't see a lot of women, or at least in the past, celebrate the fact that they're turning 69 or 70. Like, this is a beautiful, for me as a woman, to see this.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I think that this generation of turning 69, 70 feel a little differently than the generation before them, because I'm seeing like, oh, I'm a glamma, you know, granny got her, don't granny meet, you know, like everybody's like, yeah, I'm 70, but look at this skin, you know, like everybody's kind of doing, they're like feeling themselves right now. So I understand if that doesn't apply to you. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking about people who I'm related to. But that's how I feel about it. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
Oprah's retired.
No, she's not. Jamie Lee Curtis is reflecting on a magazine cover that was seen as controversial back in the day. So Jamie Lee, who is 64, posed topless on the cover of AARP magazine when she was about to turn 50. She said the cover, which seems tame by today's standards, was not received well at the time. She wrote, "People lost their minds over the topless shot," and said it was a perfect statement about how weird people are about older people having any sexuality whatsoever. Are people weird about older people having sexuality, Jeff, in your opinion?
No, but I get weird just hearing about it all the time. You know what I mean? When someone's older, they always have an opinion. Oh, I have sex 5 times a week. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay, I got it. So I don't know. Times have changed since she had that shoot. I think women are more free now, but I don't know. You don't have to every day talk about how much sex you have all the time. I don't know if that matters.
I think it's
He's referring to Suzanne Somers.
Yeah. And who's that other girl who gets arrested every week because of her, and she's
Jane Fonda.
Yeah. I'm so
the
sexual,
other girl.
Whatever.
The other girl, Jane Fonda. But this is so funny to me, because Jamie Lee Curtis had just turned 50. Is that when that AARP came out? She was 50, right?
She just turned 50.
Yeah. Now, I just watched Shotgun Wedding last night with J-Lo, who is 52, and nobody talking about the fact that she out here. She was out here.
That's a great point.
I was like, well, what do I have to do at 42 to be out there like that too? Okay. So I don't think it's ever been about age. I think that we allow certain things for certain people. And Jamie Lee Curtis was being told, get back into your box. That's not where you belong.
Maybe then, but I think now, you know, we talked with doctors that said, you know, STDs are on the rise in the senior community. I think it's for the first time people are taking better care of themselves. People are not smoking.
That's
they're eating
where
better.
you're going
They're
with?
exercising. And I think older Americans as a whole are not like retiring, getting a rocking chair and watching Wheel of Fortune till it's over. Now at 65, they're just like, this is my second life where I'm moving with my husband to the Bahamas. And I think people are doing their thing, and we have the stats to prove it. So I don't think as many people are age shaming or sex shaming older folks, because the older folks that used to do that are living that lifestyle now.
Thank you for those STD stats.
That was last week on this show, Sam. You should tune in. It's great.
Yeah, and then Al asked, well, how does that happen?
I did not.
Yes, you did. Dr. Coley was here, and you're like, well, older Americans are reporting higher STD numbers. So how is that happening, Doc? That's what you said. Somebody roll the clip.
Oh, I don't know if I said it just like that.
We're going to get that clip. Don't worry,
I said break
Erica.
it down how we got here.
We will get that clip.